Welcome to Wonderland Weekly, hosted by Toronto Ty. Now sit back and have a wonderful week.
Hey everyone, Toronto Ty back here at Canada's Wonderland once again for another wonderful week. And yes, this week I am going to be checking in on AlpenFury's progress. I actually did take a quick look outside of front gate to get a couple angles that way, so that is very, very good. I like this view of Wonder Mountain, you know, right here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, of course, we do have the Skyflyer Loop, which looks amazing, the Icewinder Roll, which I like, and now the Zero G Stall is in progress. Yeah, it is coming along, so that is good to see some progress there, and I think it will be installed completely by my next visit. But for now, yeah, just a little bit of a preview of what that is going to look like here from front gate. Yep, walking up the south side of International Street and just about to head into the Grand World Exposition of 1890, which is, of course, one of the park's original themed areas. And, oh my goodness. Yeah, that that Zero G stall is so high. I mean, the Icewinder already seemed quite high, and the Zero G stall is even higher. So that is, yeah, just wild. Absolutely wild to see it from here in person in the park. It is not done yet, but wow, yeah, no, that is seriously very impressive, and I am looking forward to the rest of it being installed. It is a visual in and of itself, and again, in my opinion, doesn't really detract from the look of the globe and the main entrance of World Expo here. So that is awesome. Yeah, I am looking forward to the rest of this being installed. And yeah, it should be a good time. I'm already very impressed. This, oh my goodness, this track that leads nowhere is, it's wild to see in person. Taking a look at the Skyflyer Loop from outside the park, and yeah, I mean, it's very impressive. The shape of it is so odd, and I kind of love that. It almost looks like the face of a duck or something. I don't know, maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me or whatever, but if you see a duck, let me know in the comments. And also, yeah, the pathway right under that section of AlpenFury is, I mean, it looks like it is full of pavers, so that's good. Lots of progress. Space for some lampposts by the looks of things. Yeah, so that'll be the edge of the pathway. I still feel like the park has some space here for some kind of additions. Yeah, another ride of some sort. But then you, of course, also have the beginnings of the Zero G stall. Of course, this is the exit of the element, and yeah, just that upside down track there. It looks really, really weird, just all, you know, disconnected from anything before it. So, but yeah, overall, this view, quite impressive. Behemoth heading into its Helix finale here, which is really just a great part of the ride. I'm so happy that is there as part of the ride, but I'm not trying to pay attention to it today. No, I am instead focused on this right here. Yeah, I believe these are the final support columns for AlpenFury, so that is awesome to see them here, and hopefully they will be installed very, very soon. I imagine that they will be, and yeah, almost certainly before my next visit. So yeah, good to see that kind of progress here. I don't normally enter the park from the south side, but yeah, just seeing AlpenFury's Skyflyer Loop passing over the trees this way, yeah, that looks wonderful. Obviously, it doesn't actually pass directly over those trees, but then we do have the Icewinder Roll, ooh, and Yukon Striker in the background, as well as the Zero G stall in progress. So yeah, good to see that. 4 of AlpenFury's inversions right in this one shot. All right, so after that quick detour outside the park, yeah, just Skyflyer Loop looks awesome. And my goodness, that it is so weird having track directly overhead of the pathway this way, this twisty track. Oh my goodness. And yes, there is more track that is just sitting on the ground right behind the scenes here. So yeah, I feel like this will be installed very, very quickly, probably before my next visit, and that is awesome. And oh my goodness, just thinking about the fact that there are going to be trains racing directly overhead here. Yeah, that's wild to think about. Well, yeah, here at the entrance of Grand World Expo, just standing on the curb around the globe. I mean, the Skyflyer loop is looking wonderful as usual. I did want to point out that there is this wooden post here. Yeah, I have a feeling that might be where the on-ride photo is located, because that's sort of how they have the cameras mounted for Yukon Striker, just on a wooden post there. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the location of that. I think that's a pretty good spot as you head into the Skyflyer loop. And yeah, so that's just kind of interesting. But also, the park has started laying down a bunch of pavers all through this plaza, which, I mean, that's awesome. It's honestly, you're going to be able to get a lot closer to the Skyflyer loop than I imagined. Yeah, so I'm a little bit surprised by that, but yeah, so that should be really, really fun to get some close views of that. And then, of course, there is also some track back there on both the east and the west side of the Grand World Expo entrance. And some spaces for some lampposts to go. So really just lots of progress around this area, which is good. And hopefully they can wrap all that up so that we can explore a little bit more of this plaza in front of the Skyflyer loop. It is a bit of a windy day, so these flags are a-flapping, but yeah, I think by my next visit, standing right here, we'll be standing directly under some coaster track that is just wild to think about. I am a little disappointed about one thing with this whole area being pavers, and that is that the park has actually removed the curved planter that was right here. Yeah, I mean, when the park first opened, then this area was just a line of trees in a circle, matching the west side of this plaza. But then once Extreme Skyflyer was put in, then they carved out, an area, this curved planter that was here. And last year, the park installed this footing for AlpenFury right here, they did that without removing the planter, and now it's just gone. So yeah, that's a little disappointing to me, because they didn't even put in a replacement one anywhere in this plaza. But I mean, I hope that there is a lot of good landscaping throughout this area, and hopefully some good trees around this plaza. Right on the border of International Showplace. Yeah, I mean, last week the park was installing was putting down some of the grass, installing some fence posts for the fencing, and now the fencing is starting to show up, and I am shocked, but it looks like the park is just going with that style of fence all around these very low to the ground moments. I was really expecting that to have some barbed wire around it, but yeah, looks like the park is counting on the curved tops of these fences and common sense to prevail for security around these areas. So yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting to see no barbed wire around these sections of the ride. A week or two ago, I was pointing out the patchwork that the park had done, and yeah, this section is still red, so I still don't understand that. But this section, yeah, the park has touched up texture there, so that's looking better. The color still looks a little bit off. I mean, you can clearly see where it's been patched, but overall, it is looking better. So that's good to see that was not the final product, and maybe it still isn't. Maybe the park is still working on those sections. Definitely some more sections that still need to be patched up, including right around there. So yeah, more work to be done here, and hopefully it'll look great once it is all said and done. this game stall across from Tiny Tom Donuts. Last year it was an arcade. Yeah, it looks like they have repainted the entire floor to match the trim of the building. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly what their plans are for this building, but yeah, something is happening. Outside of AlpenFury station, I was wondering what that concrete slab was right here, and now it's gone. So yeah, I really don't know what the intention was behind that thing, but yeah, work is happening on this, so good to see some more progress all through this area. Looking back at AlpenFury Station, I'm now realizing that yeah, that the park has put in this wooden wall here for the mid-level of AlpenFury Station. That's kind of interesting there. They have continued to put up plywood all around the first level as well, and the electrical room there and parts of the gift shop, I think. Then that is that has been painted, so it is no longer the raw wood. Now it is it is painted to match the other side of the building. So yeah, little details are going in. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow process, but it's coming together. Looking at AlpenFury's gift shop and the future home of a glockenspiel, according to the park. So yeah, that is going to be really cool to see that, and they've painted inside there, so that's good. They've also painted this door, which yeah, I don't know how I feel about that color, but it's fine. And with AlpenFury Station itself, I can actually see inside there this week that some framing has gone up for what I assume is going to be the op booth for the ride. So that's good to see that kind of progress. And right down here, yeah, I mean, there are two doorways that are on. You can see, like, inside the building there, that there is going to be a wall in between the other two doors and these two doors. So, but I don't know. Are these both going to be exit pathways, or is one going to be the accessible entrance? I'm not sure, but yeah, it is very curious to me. About to head through Planet Snoopy in Kidsville, and looking back at AlpenFury Station, this plywood wall that has been there for at least a couple of weeks is now board and batten. Again, I don't know that I love that look, and it also doesn't go all the way to the roof, so I'm not sure if the park is planning to put anything in that section there or leave it open. But also, you can see right up there, I'm pretty sure this is a thing that I was pointing out that the park was working on last week. It looks like a little chimney, so I can't see it very well from this angle, but that's really cool. That's a neat detail here on the north side of the station building. Had to check in on one of my favorite little construction projects for 2025, and that is the Refresh Center here in Planet Snoopy. Yeah, the eaves trough is in place. They've done the back wall here, so that is looking good. Yeah, they seem to be getting quite close. They've got the holes put in for some pot lights up on the roof in there. So yeah, and I mean, honestly, lots of framing going in place for this Refresh Center. That is looking good. I'm excited for this one to open. I really am. I keep walking by, noticing it, and then just not filming it. But yeah, Taxi Jam got a repaint this year. So yeah, I guess it's gonna stay as Taxi Jam for a little while longer, which I don't love. But yeah, I think they even repainted the photo booth here. So overall, it's good to see the park investing in refreshing some of these old attractions, even the ones that I think should maybe just get a completely new name. But that's just me. Sitting here in Frontier, Canada, absolutely love this section of the park, and love Yukon Striker. Absolutely amazing. But I also really enjoy poutine. This is not with the fresh cut fries, but this is on the dining plan. So if you go to Kidsville Hot Potato, you can get yourself some poutine on the dining plan, so that is awesome. Yeah, I think that they oversalted the fries, which was also a complaint at Coaster's Diner. But other than that, lots of gravy, and yeah, I mean, it's a very good portion, very good meal. Around the Fly's entrance and exit area, just looking in on AlpenFury's future queue area. I'm not seeing a ton of progress outside, but I do think that there is some stuff happening inside, so that's good to see. And yeah, I think they've done some additional work on this mid-level, because I feel like I could see inside there a little bit better last week. So yeah, I think that they've added some walls, interior walls there. Yeah, stuff is happening even when we can't see it, so yeah, eventually this will look very, very good, I'm sure. And yeah, I mean, it is progressing. All right, I just got off the fly for the second time this year, and okay, so I figured out a little bit of the exit staircase now. There is a secondary staircase, so inside, under the main roof of the building, there is another staircase which leads down to right there, and then it does a 90-degree turn before going down into the gift shop. So I don't know if that's like the main exit ramp or exit stairs, or if both are going to be exit staircases, but either way, yeah, that's very interesting that there are going to be two different staircases, one that takes you out through the gift shop and another that just takes you out into the plaza. At least that's the way that it looks to me. So yeah, very, very interesting, and starting to piece things together a little bit better here. In Medieval Fair, I am very, very happy to be able to give an update on King's Feast. Yeah, the lights are on, and there's no curtain in front of this doorway. So yeah, you can get a very good look inside. Yeah, lots of work to go. But but yeah, it looks like as soon as you enter through the front doors, you'll be inside the queue. There is this railing there, and I think that it'll be yeah, cafeteria style, similar to all the recent dining location upgrades that the park has been making. But again, lots of work still to go. Looks like none of the appliances are hooked up. Still lots of work to go in the kitchen from what I can see. No registers in place. But hopefully this will be open soon, because I think the only location, the only dining location in Medieval Fair currently open is the Medza place. So yeah, hopefully this does open soon, and it has some very, very tasty offerings on the dining plan. But I do just want to point out this texture on the wall here. Absolutely love that. It's so well done. So good job, Wonderland, on that detail. And again, really, I am looking forward to this location opening up very, very soon. I don't point out the games at the park very often. I don't really care for them too much, but I will say they do brighten up the park here at night, and these games in the Medieval Fair are very shiny and new, very modern and flashy. So that's pretty cool. And even where the old Whack-A-Mole was forever, then it is now a Peach Basket game, plus some other yeah, little carnival style games here. So not so much carnival, more arcade. But yeah, so yeah, there's a little bit of an update for you here in Medieval Fair. As I head out of Medieval Fair, yep, right over there, right straight ahead, you can see AlpenFury. You can see the Icewinder roll, of course, and now parts of the zero-G stall going into place. That is such a wild, wild look. I do apologize for that very bright light kind of ruining this shot, but yeah, no, that is wild. Oh my goodness, the screen is too bright. Yeah, that is awesome though. It's quite a visual. It's going to take some getting used to, but I do think that it is pretty impressive overall. So yeah, there we go. And I think that'll about do it for this week here at Canada's Wonderland. I had a really fun time. Yeah, got on more rides than I originally intended, which is a good thing. I didn't think that I'd be able to get on very many, but yeah, and then yeah, just checking in on AlpenFury. It's coming along. It's you know, got those, I think, final few supports in the parking lot ready to be installed, so hopefully those will get installed very quickly. as well as the rest of the track. Yeah, I'm not sure when this video is going to get posted because I'm going to Ottawa leaving tomorrow, and I won't be I won't be back home until until Thursday, and then I'm going camping on Friday. So this video will either be out on Friday or it will be very delayed, and probably AlpenFury will already be finished, and I will not actually be able to be here next weekend. So that's kind of unfortunate that I'm going to miss this big milestone here in AlpenFury's construction, but I will be here at some point after that. I think the week following, I'll be able to make it here. So that'll be good. And just checking out all the progress on AlpenFury, all the progress on King's Feast. Maybe that'll be open by then. Checking out that refresh center in Planet Snoopy. Just those little projects. And who knows, maybe Mindbuster will actually be open by then. That would be nice. But yeah, overall, I had a fun time. I'm looking forward to more visits this season. And yeah, that'll about do it. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you liked it, and just stay tuned for more. That'll about do it. So until next time, as always, have a good one.
If you like this video, you can now buy me a hot chocolate at buymeacoffee.com. I also love hearing your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment. Thanks so much for your continued support, and be sure to subscribe for more wonderful videos.